You felt it, didn't you? That gut punch yesterday. That familiar whisper of panic starting in the pit of your stomach when you saw the pullback. Your phone started buzzing, texts pouring in, "Emma, what do I do? Is it over?" The market made its move, and for a fleeting moment, doubt crept in. You knew it was coming. It's been an exhilarating run, a roller coaster of anticipation, and now, that familiar fear. But what if that brief moment of fear was just a smokescreen? What if, while everyone else was hitting the panic button, a shocking, undeniable truth was quietly revealing itself? A truth that fundamentally shifts everything you thought you knew about XRP and your place in this market. If you've ever felt that pit of anxiety, that burning question, what next? Comment revealed below right now. Because this isn't just about crypto, it's about conquering that fear, understanding the hidden patterns, and realizing that your biggest mistake isn't holding, but not knowing when to take advantage. And I'm about to show you why, XRP holders, you have to see this, before it's too late to secure your future. For years, you've watched the crypto market, a wild beast, unpredictable and often unforgiving. But beneath the surface, there's a strategic battle being fought by the titans, XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. What if I told you the last few days revealed a truth so shocking, so counterintuitive, it will redefine how you view this entire bull run? A truth that exposes the fatal flaw many investors make, costing them millions. Today, I'm not just going to show you charts, I'm going to pull back the curtain on the hidden psychology of market movements, and give you the tools to avoid the biggest mistake people make, knowing what to do when the money starts flowing. We'll dive into a tale of three cities, XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and what happened to one of them will absolutely stun you. This isn't just about price, it's about mastering your emotions, understanding the game, and accelerating your journey to financial freedom. This is about ensuring your decision right now puts you on the path to becoming truly wealthy. You've done it. You've held through the FUD, you've endured the long waits, you've put your conviction to the test. And now, the market is finally moving. You see the gains, they're beautiful. But here's where most people, even the smart ones, make their biggest, most heartbreaking mistake. They do everything right up to the point of making a ton of money, and then they freeze. They don't know what to do next. They fail at taking profits. It's like climbing Mount Everest, reaching the summit, but then forgetting how to get back down, risking everything you worked for. This is where fortunes are lost, where life-changing opportunities slip through fingers. What if the very instincts that kept you holding through the bear market are now the biggest threat to your ultimate success? How can you ensure that you don't fall into this common trap, and instead, maximize every single gain from XRP and your other altcoins, without succumbing to the panic of a pullback? The answer lies in a simple, yet powerful strategy that the top 1% understand, a strategy I'm about to reveal. But first, let's talk about something truly shocking that just happened in the market. Let's cut through the noise. When you saw XRP pull back yesterday, the initial fear was understandable. But for those who understand the charts, it was simply the market breathing. Over the last 5 days, XRP was up a staggering 19.3%. At one point, it even hit 28% gains. When you have a massive run like that, a pullback isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of a healthy, functioning market. Think of it like an athlete running a marathon. They can't sprint the whole way. They need to slow down, catch their breath, and refuel before the next big push. Your XRP needed to relax. Its RSI, the Relative Strength Index, was overboard on the daily candles. Essentially, it was running too hot. It needed to come down, cool off, and then prepare for the next leg higher. This is normal. This is predictable. So, if you were panicking, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Your XRP is doing exactly what it's supposed to. But now, here's where the story gets really interesting, and genuinely shocking. You just saw XRP's incredible run, even with its healthy pullback. But how did it stack up against the other giants in the last 5 days? This is where it gets absolutely shocking. You see, a few days ago, it was a tale of 3 cities in the crypto world, XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. They all saw significant movement. You might assume they all went parabolic, right? Or perhaps Bitcoin, the undisputed king, led the charge? Many of you might even be thinking you know the answer right now. And I'd be curious if you did. Hit the like button and let me know in the comments which crypto you think outperformed the rest, or had the most surprising outcome. Because while XRP was rocketing up 19.43%, and Ethereum was also showing incredible strength, up 19.03%. Something completely unexpected, something that directly challenges the core assumption of countless investors, happened to the biggest player on the field. Prepare yourselves, because what I'm about to show you, regarding Bitcoin's performance during this same period, will defy everything you thought you knew about market dominance, and expose a vital truth that you must understand to truly win in this game. Alright, buckle up. You saw XRP and Ethereum deliver nearly 20% gains in just 5 days. Impressive, right? But here's the absolute stunner. The crypto that you might have expected to lead, the very foundation of many portfolios, including mine, Bitcoin. Over the last 5 days, while XRP and Ethereum were surging, Bitcoin was down 1%. Let that sink in. My largest holding, my foundation, actually lost money in a period where XRP was up nearly 20%. This was truly shocking to me, not because I'm worried, Bitcoin is the foundation, but because it highlights a critical lesson: you must follow the charts, not your heart. My heart loves Bitcoin, as you can see with my hat. But my strategy demands discipline. This is why you need to understand true technical analysis and separate emotion from decision-making. We've seen bigger pumps, sure, but I've never had the equity in there to fully take advantage until now. This divergence, this massive outperformance of XRP and Ethereum over Bitcoin, is a clear signal. It's a testament to the power of targeted market movements, and it sets the stage for an even bigger revelation. Because while Bitcoin was chilling, XRP Ripple was quietly preparing for something much, much bigger. You've seen the recent performance. But here's the thing about markets: yesterday's news is just a breadcrumb for tomorrow's feast. While we analyze the dips and rallies, invisible forces are gathering, preparing for the next, even more explosive phase for XRP. My original XRP price prediction, based on the information we had months ago when it was at a mere $1.60, was for a push towards $4 to $5. But since then, everything has changed. We have new fluid information regarding global liquidity, monetary supply, M2 data, and crucial legislative movements. And then, there's the game changer. A single event, if it goes through, that experts believe will unleash a flood of institutional capital unlike anything we've seen before, catapulting XRP past all previous expectations. What are these hidden catalysts, these powerful drivers that have forced me to revise my XRP price prediction to not just touch, but confidently surge above $5 before the end of this year? And how will your readiness for these other bills and this monstrous event directly lead to the ultimate XRP Ripple victory, finally delivering on its promise of generational wealth? The answer will redefine your understanding of what's truly possible. The updated XRP price prediction is not based on hope, it's based on cold, hard, new information. Why am I now confidently stating that we're going to get above $5 for XRP before the end of this year? 3 critical drivers have emerged. 1. M2 money supply. This is like the ocean of cash in the global economy. Recent data shows a significant expansion in M2, meaning more liquidity is flowing into the financial system. When more money is sloshing around, it has to go somewhere, and a significant portion is finding its way into digital assets, especially those with real-world utility like XRP Ripple. It's like adding more fuel to the engine. 2. Other legislation. Beyond the Genius Act we discussed previously, we have other bills moving through the legislative process in September/October. These bills are aimed at further solidifying the regulatory framework for digital assets, removing uncertainty, and making it safer for massive institutional capital to enter the market. Think of it as clearing the remaining legal roadblocks for the financial superhighway. 3. The XRP Spot ETF. This is the ultimate game changer. Just like the Bitcoin Spot ETF opened the floodgates for institutional money, an XRP Spot ETF will be monstrous. It allows traditional investors to gain exposure to XRP without directly buying or holding the asset. This legitimizes XRP in the eyes of trillions in institutional capital, making it accessible to pension funds, wealth managers, and large corporations. When that happens, the demand will explode, vastly outstripping the available supply. These 3 factors combined are creating a perfect storm for XRP Ripple. This isn't a fantasy, it's the inevitable outcome of systemic shifts and strategic moves. If these 3 things go well, prepare for massive movement, pushing XRP confidently past $5. This is the new reality you need to be prepared for, transforming your entire financial landscape. You now understand the undeniable forces driving XRP to new heights. But with such massive potential comes a crucial question: how do you capture these gains without missing out on even more upside? This is the dilemma that haunts every investor: when to take profits. Do you hold your XRP forever, riding it no matter what? Or do you strategically take some off the table? For years, I've held a core portion of my XRP that I will never sell. It's my generational wealth play. But for other plays, I practice something different. What if there's a disciplined approach that allows you to secure profits, reinvest in dips, and even explore other high-potential altcoins, without sacrificing your long-term XRP Ripple vision? How do you master this delicate balance, ensuring that you're not just watching your wealth grow on paper, but turning it into tangible assets that fund your dreams, while also staying nimble enough to jump into other explosive opportunities that could literally make you thousands? I'm about to show you my strategy, and yes, I'll even hint at some of the other plays I'm looking at, because transparency is key. My strategy is simple: I hold a significant portion of XRP long-term, that's my diamond hands. But when an asset goes up 50% or more, that's when I consider taking some profit. Not all of it. Sometimes I just take my initial investment back, so I'm playing with house money. Sometimes I swing trade a portion, like taking profits at a key resistance level, say, XRP hits $3.40 and confirms below, and then buying back lower at $3.19. This is how you compound gains and accelerate your portfolio growth. It's what I do for a living, reading these charts non-stop. And here's why community is so powerful in this. Just recently, someone in my Discord brought a project called ETHU to my attention. I checked the charts, did my due diligence, and it looked perfect. I got in, announced it to the Discord, and within days, that play rocketed up over 100%. It literally made my family thousands of dollars, all because someone in our community pointed it out. This isn't about me being a guru, it's about collective intelligence, helping each other master technicals, and feeding off each other's insights. We don't charge those ridiculous $1,000 per month fees you see out there, because if they were that good, they wouldn't need to. We focus on giving you the pure fire, the actionable insights right here on YouTube, and for those who want to accelerate, the Discord is where the real value exchange happens. I'm transparent with my portfolio, my moves, because your success is our collective success. This is your chance to turn abstract knowledge into thousands in your pocket, right now, for XRP and beyond. We've covered the macro forces, the fundamental shifts, the institutional adoption. But now it's time to talk about the immediate battlefield, the key technical levels that will dictate the next few weeks and months for XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. We've seen XRP flirt with critical resistance, pull back, and now it's consolidating. For XRP, I'm watching a pivotal level, $3.40. If we confirm below that with a clear closing candle, a move down to $3.19 is highly likely, a prime spot for a strategic reentry or profit-taking. But what if it runs past $3.40? I believe we're hitting the $4 to $5 zone, potentially higher. For Bitcoin, despite its recent dip, it's becoming less volatile, suggesting a strong bounce is imminent once it retests certain zones. And Ethereum? It's been a rocket ship, teasing levels like $3,689, then $4,000. But there's a major technical pattern on its chart, a Thor's hammer, which is a very bearish signal. What if that Thor's hammer is a deceptive trap, and the combined momentum of XRP Ripple surge and Bitcoin's imminent bounce forces Ethereum to defy bearish signals and explode even higher? And most importantly, how will the breaking of these specific technical barriers for XRP trigger its final, most violent Stage 3 parabolic launch, finally rewarding your unwavering conviction and changing your life forever? The time for speculation is over. The moment of truth has arrived. We've seen the legislative groundwork laid by the US government, the unprecedented institutional backing for compliant stablecoins like Rust, the revised XRP price prediction to above $5 this year, driven by game changers like the XRP Spot ETF. Now the technicals are aligning for the final, most brutal, most rewarding phase for XRP. This is it. We are entering stage 3 of this cycle, the phase where XRP unleashes its true power and pumps violently. This is the period of pure price discovery, where 5x, 10x, even 15x gains happen with startling ease, transforming modest investments into unimaginable wealth. Every single piece of the puzzle is in place. The legal clarity, the institutional demand, the ecosystem growth, and the imminent ETF. When XRP breaks that $3.40 barrier and confirms above it, when we smash through $4 and $5, you will witness a parabolic surge that will silence every single critic who called it a dead coin, who dismissed its utility, who spread negative XRP Ripple news for years. This isn't just a rally, it's a vindication. It's the reward for your patience, your conviction, your refusal to give in to fear. This is the altcoin that will lead the charge, leaving all past struggles and FUD in the dust. You held through the storm, and now you are about to ride the biggest wave of your life. This is your ultimate breakthrough. This is your chance to claim financial freedom, to show them all that you were right. You now possess the truth. You've seen the shocking market dynamics, understood the strategic moves, and learned how XRP is positioned for its inevitable Stage 3 launch. You are no longer merely a holder, you are a knowledgeable investor, armed with insights to navigate these turbulent but ultimately rewarding waters. You have transformed from passive observer to active participant in this historic wealth transfer. If this video has armed you with conviction, if you're ready to seize your destiny, then smash that like button right now and subscribe. Let's show them our unity, let's show them the power of our community. And if you're ready to take the next step, to ensure you maximize every single gain from this impending surge, you must watch my next video. I reveal my top 3 XRP Ledger altcoins ready to explode alongside XRP. The link is on your screen now and in the description below. Your financial destiny is calling. Click that video, and let's claim it together, transforming your dreams into an undeniable reality that will silence every single critic once and for all. XRP holders, your time is now.